Quantitative and qualitative research are two fundamental approaches in social science and business research, and understanding their differences, purposes, and applications is essential for conducting effective studies. Quantitative research deals with numerical data, statistical analysis, and measurable variables to identify patterns, test hypotheses, and make predictions. It focuses on quantifying relationships between variables, often using structured tools like surveys, experiments, or secondary data analysis to collect large datasets that can be statistically evaluated. For instance, a researcher examining customer satisfaction in an e-commerce business may conduct a survey using a Likert scale, where respondents rate their satisfaction on a scale of 1 to 5. This numerical data can then be analyzed through statistical tests, such as regression or correlation, to determine the impact of factors like delivery speed or product quality on satisfaction levels. Quantitative research emphasizes objectivity, replicability, and generalizability, which is why it is commonly associated with positivist philosophy and used in fields like economics, marketing, healthcare, and education, where numerical evidence drives decision-making. In contrast, qualitative research focuses on exploring meanings, experiences, and social phenomena through non-numerical data like words, images, and observations. Instead of testing a hypothesis with numbers, qualitative research seeks to understand the why and how behind human behavior, making it interpretive, descriptive, and context-rich. Common qualitative methods include interviews, focus groups, ethnography, and content analysis, which allow researchers to gather deep insights into participants' perspectives. For example, in the same e-commerce scenario, a researcher using qualitative research might conduct in-depth interviews with customers to understand their emotions, expectations, and reasons behind their satisfaction or dissatisfaction, uncovering insights that numbers alone cannot reveal, such as frustrations with customer service tone or packaging aesthetics. Unlike quantitative studies that aim for breadth, qualitative research prioritizes depth and subjective understanding, making it invaluable for generating new theories or refining concepts rather than proving them statistically. While quantitative research relies on structured instruments and standardized measures, qualitative research uses open-ended questions and flexible designs that adapt as new insights emerge. Another major difference lies in data analysis. Quantitative research employs statistical techniques and mathematical models, whereas qualitative research uses thematic analysis, coding, and interpretation to identify patterns, themes, and narratives within textual or visual data. To illustrate further, consider a study on employee motivation. A quantitative approach might distribute a survey to 1,000 employees and analyze the correlation between salary increments and job performance using statistical software like SPSS or R, while a qualitative approach might involve 20 in-depth interviews exploring employees' personal stories and perceptions about recognition, growth opportunities, and workplace culture. Both methods have their strengths and limitations. Quantitative research provides precision, generalizability, and objectivity, but may overlook context and depth, whereas qualitative research offers rich insights and detailed understanding, but may lack statistical rigor and cannot always be generalized to large populations. Researchers often combine both in mixed method designs to capitalize on the strengths of each. For example, using a survey to measure the level of stress among employees, quantitative, and follow-up interviews to explore the reasons behind that stress, qualitative. Ultimately, the choice between quantitative and qualitative research depends on the research question, objectives, and resources available. If the goal is to measure trends, test relationships, or predict outcomes across a large sample, quantitative methods are most suitable. However, if the aim is to explore meanings, understand experiences, or develop theories, qualitative methods provide the depth and flexibility needed. Both approaches play complementary roles in advancing knowledge, and understanding their differences ensures that researchers select the right methodology for their study, leading to valid, reliable, and insightful findings that can inform policy, business strategies, and academic discussions.